Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are continuing our tribal theme of the week, and we are playing Simic Merfolk, which means it's time for our dear friend Collected Company again, as this is another deck with a low to the ground curve and a lot of creatures that cost 3 mana or less. So you don't see a huge amount of Merfolk on the ladder at the moment, but I think it's a deck that can put up some reasonable results. So as I say, like a lot of tribal decks, it's just about going wide with lots of creatures, which all synergize with each other. So our payoffs in this deck are Kumena, the Tyrant of Orazca, which is a 2/4 Merfolk for 3, which you can tap a certain number of Merfolk to gain abilities. So tapping 1 will give this unblockable, tapping 3 will draw you a card, and tapping 5 will put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. And also our lords are the Merfolk Mistbinder, which is a 2/2 for 2, and the Voldalian Hexcatcher, which is a new card from Dominaria United, which is a 1/1 for flash, pumps your other Merfolk, and can also act as counter magic against perhaps sweepers or any powerful non-creature spells that your opponent might play. And then looking at the rest of the deck, we have 4 copies of Benthic Biomancer, which is a 1-mana Merfolk which can adapt and also let you filter your card draw. Mist-Cloaked Herald, which is a 1/1 that can't be blocked, and then Slip Out the Back, which allows us to protect our creatures and also potentially pump them as well. Merfolk Trickster, which is a very useful card which can come in for 2 mana as a flash creature, also lock down one of your opponent's potential attackers and take away its abilities. Deep Root Elite, which is a 1/1 for 2 that can pump the rest of the team. And then we have 3 copies of Brazen Borrower, which is not a Merfolk, but is a useful interaction spell with Petty Theft, which can be used to kind of clear the way for your Merfolk or to deal with a particularly problematic card that your opponent has. And then you can play the 3/1 with Flying, which can very quickly act as a beatdown for your opponent if they can't answer it. And then Jungleborn Pioneer, which is a 2/2 that comes with an additional Merfolk attached. And then the Collected Companies, as I said, the mana base is as you'd expect, a lot of blue-green dual lands, and also 4 copies of Mutavault, which is a land that turns into a 2/2 with all creature types. So will synergize with all of your kind of Merfolk pumping abilities of your other creatures. Looking at the sideboard, so the advantage that this has against other tribal decks like the Elves deck we played is that when it comes to mass removal, you do at least have some way of dealing with it because you have counter magic. So you have 2 copies of Spell Pierce and 2 copies of Mystical Dispute, and also 2 Aether Gusts to potentially slow down the red or green decks. Tamio's Safekeeping again can act to save one of your creatures. 3 copies of Unlicensed Hearse, which we've seen in a lot of these tribal decks as the graveyard interaction. 2 copies of Wilt to deal with artifacts or enchantments, maybe a Fires of Invention or anything like that. And then 2 Deep Root Waters, which is essentially an enchantment that lets you create a Merfolk every time you cast a Merfolk. And so this can be good to kind of rebuild after kind of board wipes, or just to go even wider if you need to. So that's the deck. So let's jump onto the ladder and see how it does against the meta. So we're on the play, which is always good in a fast deck like this. No 1-drop, which is a shame, but we do have 2 Tricksters, a Mistbinder. Yeah, I think this is worth keeping. There's a lot of good tempo play here. So our opponent's on black. Do they have the Thoughtseize? They do. Okay, let's see what they take. Probably the Mistbinder. Yep. Okay, so they seem to be on Black Devotion. So let's tap that down, which also kills it, which is a nice little interaction there. Let's play Mutavault. Attack for 2. Say go. Let's play another Trickster. Okay, they've got a Murderous Rider, that's fine. So let's play Herald, activate Mutavault, attack for 4. Say go to our opponent. Okay, they've got a Warlock class. So yeah, this is classic mono black devotion, that's cool. We have played that deck ourselves. So let's play Hexcatcher, activate Mutavault, attack with all. So I suspect we're in the driving seat here because we have protection in the form of our Hexcatcher and also slip out the back. Okay, they have a Grey Merchant, that's fine. So they're going to drain us for 3. Not the most powerful Grey Merchant anyone's ever seen. So let's play another Mutavault. Attack for 2. Say go. Okay, another Warlock class. Underworld Dreams is fine, so they are playing the combo deck that we were playing a few days ago. So let's slip that out the back. Now let's activate both our Mutavaults. Go to combat. Okay, so they were beginning to go off there, but couldn't quite make it. So, against... maybe this needs... I'm wondering if it needs a copy of Beseiju, actually, just because of the... because of Nykthos, but that's something to think about, maybe. Let's put in a couple of Spell Pierces. Perhaps the Safekeepings. And I think I'm happy to... what should we take out here? I think maybe the Borrowers. There's nothing really, with so much like Enter the Battlefield triggers, there's nothing really I want to return to their hand. And one of the Biomancers, perhaps. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, this is okay. Again, no 1-drop is not great, and we're on the draw this time, so that might make it a bit more difficult. Aetherborn from our opponent, so let's play Elite. Okay, we're flooding out a bit here, but we are working towards company, which is always a good card, so we're not out of it. Let's flash in Trickster. Just spare us the damage. Okay, another Thirst. Let's pass the turn with 4 mana up. It's company. Let's take Pioneer and Mistbinder. Happy to make this trade. Okay, another Thirst. They are thirsty today. So let's play Mistbinder. Play another Breeding Pool. Say go. Okay, they have a Grey Merchant, so they're going to drain us for 4. Okay, Hexcatcher's a good one. So let's play that. Say go. So let's send back Timuret. Take 2. Another company would be great here. Trickster's not bad, so let's take down that. Yep, so they're going to gain some life. Okay, another Aetherborn. Let's offer them the trade with our Trickster. Okay, they're not interested, so we'll play a Deeproot Elite. So they've got a lot of mana, but let's see what they can do with it. So I don't think we can save it, but I'm happy to fizzle their ability. So don't get the other half. Okay, slip out the back's good, but let's just pass for the moment. Kalitas is a good one for them. Happy to make this trade. Just keep their devotion down a bit. Musavolt's okay. But we could really do with drawing another company or something. Okay, I think this one might be slipping away from us, unfortunately. We were in a good position there, but just a bit too much land. So we're building up a bit of a board position, but 3 life is a bit precarious. Okay, they're going full ham with Nykthos here. Okay, that is game. So yeah, that was a shame. We almost had it there, but let's move on. I think I'm happy to stick in the wilts, just potentially against their warlock classes, and to take out, I think, both spell pierces. I'm not convinced by them, actually. So, all to play for. By which I, of course, mean this is a very low-stakes game in Platinum, but, you know, got to create some sense of drama somehow. Yep, this is a good hand. Let's play Herald. Okay, they've got the first bit of removal, which is fine. Because we're going to follow it up with a Deep Root Elite. And just keep going. So the intention here is just to go wide and keep our creatures out of range of the Meathook Massacre, because what Meathook Massacre for 1 would have been devastating there. Okay, they've got Murderous Rider. So let's attack for 5 and keep Trickster up. Okay, Kalatas is good. But we do have this. So we are currently presenting 7 damage. Let's see if we can kill them. Not quite. Oh no, we can. Okay, that went pretty well there. So for this second match, I've swapped out one of the pathways for a Boseiju, just in case we need one at any point. Yep, we will keep this. That is a good hand. So we've got 1 into 2 into 3. Hello. Okay, I've seen this somewhere before. So let's play another Herald. Let's play Mistbinder. Attack for 2. Play Biomancer. So we are vulnerable to the Meathook Massacre there. Perhaps we should have played the Hexcatcher instead of the Mistbinder. But I feel like if they had it, they would have snapped it off by now. Okay, let's play that now then. Okay, very good. So it feels like our opponents should be building up to something big, but I'm not sure what it is. Extinction event. So we have 2 odds, 2 evens. Nope, they're not even gonna make us do the thinking, so that's good. I think I probably would have countered it there by sacrificing our 2 non-lords. Okay, our opponent's given up the ghost. So that was a short match too, but does get us a rank up, so that's fine. We will pass on having no land. This keeps happening to me. That's fine. Let's put back one of the tyrants. Our opponent also took a mulligan, I think, so we are at least even on cards. So Trickster into either Comeno or the Pioneer is good. So I am going to play this because I think I might want that on its green side. Let's play Trickster now then, because I think they're playing some sort of control deck. Yep. Let's see if we can land a Pioneer. Nope, okay. That's fine. Esper control, okay, so they're going the full hog. Okay, in the absence of the 4th land to hold up company, I think I'm just going to keep making them have counter spells while we wait. Okay. Okay, that's an annoying land to draw, but nothing we can do. We'll keep going. So our opponent's pretty effectively refueled there, so I think this might be a challenge for us. Okay, let's hold up company in the hope that they play something like a Teferi. Okay, they're playing the Wandering Emperor, so let's respond. Yep. It's fine, happy to take the 2 here. So let's try to take down the Emperor. Sure. So there you go, hold up company again. Okay. Let's take these. So they're approaching needing a wrath territory here. Which they have, so no, if they're going to try and meat hook massacre, I want them to need the most land. Okay, Supreme Verdict, but what I will do is I will... Oh no, it can't be countered. God damn it. Ugh. So we're doing what we can here. But we are in a tough spot. Okay, let's slip that out the back. So their hall is now online. But that won't save their Emperor. But it's looking pretty tough. Yep. So yeah, this is just Azorius control splashing some black spells. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. I think Azorius, or choosing either Azorius or Dimir, is probably the more sensible approach, but... so they only have 6 lands, so they can't activate the hall. Well, I think we've got to try. Yep. So let's tap that down. Activate Mutavault. Try and take down their Deferi. Okay, they've got the Wandering Emperor. It doesn't save Teferi, but it's obviously a good draw for them. Another Supreme Verdict, okay. Yeah, it's going to die either way, so that's the right play from our opponent. It's a hell of a top deck for our opponent there. Okay, let's take out their hall. Playing Boseiju in the deck is having benefit, so that's good. We are just in a top deck war here now. I'm happy to wait here because 2 damage a turn isn't that bad, and any Lord makes our Mutavault bigger than the 2/2, so like that. So our opponent scrying 2 every turn means they're definitely got the advantage here, but we can have some explosive turns if we draw company or something like that. Okay, that's interesting. Nope, okay. Okay, Trickster's pretty good, so let's activate Mutavault. Attack. Say go, hold up Trickster. Yep, that's the right move by our opponent. Okay, just another land, so that's good. Right, let's force some pressure on them now. Presumably they have some form of interaction in their hand. Yep. So they can scry again. Maybe we need a Castle of Antris. I'm just thinking about lands to add to this deck now, although having one that sometimes will be untapped isn't much good in this deck, so maybe not. Okay, let's play the Elite. Okay, get that off the board. And 2 to the top is fun. Ah, okay, so they've got a creature producer there. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. So let's make 3 2/2s so we can always attack past their Castle of Antris. Okay. So we're going long here, but we are in an okay position. They're on 4. So they've done a lot of digging, but not got a huge amount of action out of it. So I do wonder what they're looking for. Because it looks like they probably will need another Wrath. We've seen 2 Supreme Verdicts. I don't know what other ones they might be running, but... Okay, 2 to the top. Okay, let's play another Elite. We're all in on Elites now, I think. Let's make this one bigger. Let's attack. Wandering Emperor, maybe? Although we've already seen two of those. Yep. I assume that they may be playing 3. Okay, a shark, yep. That makes sense. Okay, that's a pretty damn good draw for them. Okay, that's aggressive. So the Castle Vantress might just do it for them here, but they're only on 2, so we're not out of it. A company or something like that could be very good. Memory Deluge is tough for us. So is Teferi. We'll let them go. So Teferi is just card advantaging them. I don't think we can win here, but let's make them actually play it out. Nope, okay. Let's go to game 2. So let's put in the Spell Pierces, the Mystical Disputes, I think a couple of hearses for their Memory Deluges. Maybe that as well. Let's take out Trickster. Herald is okay. It's good at taking out Emperor. Yeah, let's just try going as wide as possible. This hand would be good if it had more than 1 land. 2 companies. Nope. Okay, that is better. Let's pop back one of the disputes. Okay, our opponent's mulliganing to 5. Mystical Dispute of their own, perhaps? Yep. Let's try and land to deep root waters. Nope, they're not having that either. That's fine. Let's play Pioneer. Do they have the verdict is the question. Doesn't look like it, so let's attack. Play Elite. Okay, so we've got Company held up and Mystical Dispute, so I'm pretty happy about that. Our opponent's stumbling on land. Let's see what they can do. I don't feel particularly moved to play Company. So probably in a... Yep, we are... Okay, we got quite fortunate there, but they did mull to 5, so that's always a risk. Yeah, I'm happy to just run it back with this. Huh. Sure. Let's try and land a Pioneer here. Yep. That's fine, we've got Pioneers for days. Oh no. Okay. Let's try a Mistbinder. Say go, holding up Dispute and Slip out the back. Sure. Okay, let's tuck that one away. So we're piling on the pressure again. Let's go straight to combat. Let's play Hearse. Nope, they're not having it. That's fine. I don't care to Mystical Dispute that myself. I think there are other things we're more worried about than losing our Hearse. Okay, good game. So yeah, our opponent got a bit unlucky there, but we did have good hands. We were able to take advantage of them stumbling on mana. So yeah, that's Simic Merfolk. Yeah, made a bit of a splash. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. And yeah, let's just quickly look at the deck list again, just because I did change it slightly during that video. So you'll see that One of the pathways has come out and a Besaju has come in. I did wonder about adding a Castle Vantress, but I think the fact that it can sometimes come into play untapped probably means it's not good in this deck. So yeah, that's that. So that's Merfolk. Hope you've enjoyed what we've been doing so far with Tribal Week. I think it'll be Humans next, so we'll just go for a bit more of a classic good deck, try some mono-white Humans. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you for the next one. Thanks very much. Take care.